And now it's time to welcome our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome special guest of the summit, the State Secretary of the United States, Antony Blinken. Mr. Blinken, you are invited to the stage.
Well, thank you very, very much. It is a tremendous honor to be with all of you today, to be with the President, whose words and whose extraordinary leadership have meant so much to the people of Ukraine. I know firsthand his tremendous care for the well-being of every Ukrainian. It's an honor to join you all in Kyiv for what is and has become a truly important event. And I bring greetings from the First Lady of the United States, Dr. Jill Biden. She was very much looking forward to addressing this summit. Then a COVID diagnosis changed her plans. But Dr. Biden has been a passionate champion of mental health, both in the United States and in Ukraine, and especially among young people. But I especially want to say to your First Lady, to First Lady Zelenska, I had the privilege of hosting the First Lady in Washington last July, and then I was struck by a remarkable commitment to helping Ukrainian communities address the invisible wounds of war. First Lady has done an extraordinary job shining a light on such a crucial issue, but also mobilizing so many people to join her in this effort, both here in Ukraine, but also around the world. Every day, people in our countries face mental health challenges, depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, schizophrenia, and more. Our family members, our friends, our colleagues. Now, we know how difficult it is to navigate these challenges in peacetime. I cannot imagine the strength and the resilience that it takes to deal with them as you have, as you are, in wartime. The toll of Russia's barbaric war of aggression against Ukraine and its people is evident in the Ukrainian hospitals, homes, and schools that it's bombed. In the millions of Ukrainians Moscow has uprooted from their homes, in the families that it's torn apart, in the promising lives that it's cut short. But we know that Russia's war is also leaving many suffering in ways that we cannot fully see or cannot fully measure. It's estimated that over half of all Ukrainians may need mental health support as a result of the traumas of war, the crimes against humanity that they've witnessed, the pain of having their children abducted, the constant air raids. So I'm here today on behalf of President Biden, on behalf of First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, to make this clear to the Ukrainian people. Just as the mental health effects of this horrific conflict will endure after the war ends, so too will the United States' efforts to help you shoulder and heal all of these invisible wounds. When we tell you that America will be with you for the duration, this is a part of what we mean. It's one of the many ways that the United States is committed to Ukraine's future. Forging a just and lasting peace will require strengthening not only Ukraine's long-term military power, but also its democracy, its economy, and most of all, its people. And the health of a society is inexorably linked to the health of its citizens. their mental as well as physical health. If someone's struggling with mental health, it's harder for them to participate, harder for them to contribute to the life of their country. Without the full engagement of all of its citizens, a nation can't reach its true potential. And just as building roads, homes, and schools, rebuilding them, is essential for Ukraine's future, so is rebuilding the health and the well-being of the Ukrainian people. Since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022, the United States has partnered with Ukraine to enhance access to mental health services for the Ukrainian people, committing about $36 billion to this vital endeavor. We're improving care for those who served on the front lines, like strengthening the capacity of the Lychova Polina Hospital for veterans here in Kyiv, which will serve as a national training hub for psychologists and psychotherapists. We're helping to provide mental health care online and over the phone to people across the entire country, including areas under Russian occupation, as well as to Ukrainian refugees around the world. And we're working very closely with the First Lady's office and her All-Ukrainian Mental Health Initiative to reduce the stigma around seeking help, to encourage Ukrainians to get the care that they need. And maybe this is one of the most important aspects of what you're doing, the visibility that you're giving to this issue, removing the stigma, telling people it's all right. Not only is it all right, it's necessary to raise their hand, to step forward if they need help. First Lady Zelensky has said, we have the ambition that, along with victory in war, we will also attain victory over the grief, the shock, the stress of our citizens. We're determined to ensure that the Ukrainian people attain that victory as well, by supporting your efforts to build an integrated, accessible, sustainable mental health system that provides care for Ukraine's citizens now, but also for years to come. Now, you know, we know, that work will be challenging. It won't happen overnight. But it matters. It matters for every Ukrainian family, for every Ukrainian community. And helping those who are struggling will call upon the same bravery, the same compassion, the same solidarity that we've seen in the Ukrainian people since day one of the Russian aggression. And as the people of Ukraine navigate the external and the internal toll of war, the United States and so many of your allies and partners will be standing by your side every step of the way. Thank you for what you're doing. Slava Ukraini.
Glory to the heroes. Mr. Blinken, thank you very much for coming to our summit, and thank you.